Chris is weird. What? You can tell he's really arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, for the love of God, he cannot stop talking about sex.
Mm-mm.
He's like a 15-year-old or 16-year-old in high school that just like started going through puberty. He's like, hey guys, boobies, am I right? Like, she's my queen.
What's up, what's up, what's up? This is Suga and Spice. Yeah. And thank you for tuning in today to our channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. So today, this is actually our first video, so welcome if you're watching us. We're going to be talking about Married at First Sight, episode 1. Let's start. So the episode starts actually with Brianna and Vincent. So we find out that Brianna's 28 years old. She's an engineer, she's picky and bossy. I actually like Brianna. So far, she's one of my favorite people.
She seems very together.
I agree. And we find out Vincent is actually the same age. He's 28 years old. He's an entrepreneur.
Very accomplished.
Yes, but some of the bad things, we found out that he actually didn't grow up with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about you, but you know, anybody that has kind of like, you know, big holes or voids like that, that could probably be an issue kind of later on in the season.
It definitely usually pops up in ways that they don't even recognize. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
That's something to look out for. All right, so next one is actually Virginia and Eric. So first impressions of Virginia.
Party girl.
She's 26 years old and she is a customer experience specialist. Biggest thing I think for her is, I mean, aside from the drinking, is that she is a child of divorced parents.
And they have a age difference. They have a big gap between them. So.
Yes, she's 26 and Eric is 34.
She's still in that stage where she wants to go out, club, party. So yeah,
we'll see how that goes. And okay, so Eric, he's 34. He's a pilot. His biggest, I think, negative is that he has been married before, and it didn't necessarily work out. And you know, this is kind of his second time around. I mean, some people look at that as a negative. I think it could possibly be a positive.
His situation seems kind of particular in the way he describes it was, we did it for certain benefits in the military. So I'm not sure if it was actually like a real marriage, or because I actually know some people who've done that before.
A lot of people have done that.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it was like a real marriage, like, oh, we fell in love, we got married, or if it was
just for like
cool
benefits.
Let's both do this so we can get benefits.
They got married for the military benefits. So.
Also, his family, he comes from a very straight, clean-cut, conservative background, and for her to be such a party girl, I feel like he and maybe her family might start looking at her some kind of way.
Yeah, so that's something to look out for. Next couple introduction is Paige and Chris. Paige is 26. She's an accountant. She's a realtor. She is ready for love. She says she wants kids, and you know, she really, you know, puts God in a high regard, which is a good thing. And she says she wants 2 to 3 kids. Chris, our guy Chris
makes me need a drink.
Okay, Chris, and it's so crazy because he starts out bad even from episode 1. All right, so Chris, 27, finance manager. He owns a business, which we all know from looking. It's a Subway. Looking on the blogs, it's a Subway. He describes himself, he describes the kind of girl that he wants. So he wants a girl who is intelligent, submissive, good in bed, a freak, and he wants 7 kids.
Where do they get these numbers from? Like,
I don't know.
It's so
easy
to say 7 when you're not the one having them. Yeah, 7.
Yes. So that's interesting. So it's one thing that I really thought that stood out to me when I actually watched it back. I found out that he said he was an ordained minister.
How did I miss that?
Girl, he was an ordained minister, and he said that he left that position because I guess it wasn't paying him enough money.
You know what?
They let anybody be ministers.
What?
Nowadays.
So you thought you were gonna get into ministry to get shmoney?
Girl, yes.
Okay, carry on.
But people be sleeping on that. They be thinking the pastor don't want to be rich.
I mean, that's true.
Listen.
But to me, I feel like if that's the route that you felt that you were going to take, it's more like a very selfless, kind of almost sacrificial offering to be there for people, to, you know, teach people, to lead people. It's not like, I'm about to
Get rich quick.
Yeah,
kinda.
I don't know why you would put those two things together. I don't.
There are some
Thought he was about to be out here like
Creflo
Dollar on a jet.
All right, next couple, Haley and Jacob. All right, so Haley, she's 28, she's a sales rep. She has been single for 7 years. She said that a lot, actually.
She's like, just in case you forgot.
7 years, y'all, 7 years. So her story is kind of interesting because she's been a bridesmaid. She said 14 freaking times. Like,
That's
you got
crazy.
a lot of friends,
That's
girl.
like that movie with, I forgot her name, where she had like all the dresses in her
Yeah,
closet.
27 dresses. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That
so
is a lot. I don't even have that many friends to be going to 14 weddings.
I don't got it. I just got her right here. All right. 5 years for one relationship, and he actually got a girl pregnant. I don't know if you've seen the last season of Married at First Sight, but that actually happened to her name was Karen. The last relationship, or the last serious relationship she was in, the guy got a girl pregnant, and it really
It's like traumatizing.
yeah, like she wasn't really able to get physical fast. It took her a long time to kind of get comfortable with the guy she was set up with. So I don't know. I see that happening with Haley too.
Yeah.
And her match is Jacob. Jacob is 38, senior IT programmer. He said that, something that interests me, he said that he is single because in his 20s, he always thought that there was better out there. Which sounds like a typical guy thing.
Yeah.
But now he's staring
Like
at 40 and he's like, I gotta hurry up and get married.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, he kind of like dropped the ball there. But he remodeled his backyards. He likes projects. He's like, loves
Lord,
the 80s.
He loves that backyard.
Listen, we gonna hear about that backyard again, y'all. And he loves the 80s. And I don't know, he's kind of like just, I guess,
Self-proclaimed nerd.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so last couple, Clara and Ryan. I don't know. Okay, so Clara and Ryan. We'll start with Clara. Clara is 27. She's a flight attendant. She considers herself very social. She had a story that stood out to me. She had a story about about a guy that Venmo'd her $100 and asked her if he could go on a date with her friend.
Yeah, that was wild. She has a lot of very interesting stories and encounters with men. I don't know what kind of energy she's giving off.
Yeah.
Or if in her area there's just a lot of weirdos. But the stories that she was telling, I was like, are you okay?
Yeah.
I hope you're seeing a therapist.
Right.
It's a lot.
It was a lot.
Ooh.
It was a lot. Like, so I don't know. I feel like if somebody tried to give me $100 after we already kind of slept together to date my friend, that would be a huge hit to the ego.
That
to
is
be honest.
the weirdest. I can't even imagine where somebody's head would be at to be like, we've been together.
Like, you could have just did it behind my back.
I know it's wrong to
honestly.
sleep with a friend. You know what? That will make her feel better. I'm sending a little money.
That's wild.
How do you even come up? Anyway.
So those are our 5 groups. Oh no, actually Ryan. Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan is actually 29. He's a project manager. He is very, very routine. So he says he does the same smoothie every day. He works out for 2.5, 3 hours every day. He goes to work and then he does it all again the next day. So, I mean, I don't know. She seems pretty wild and all over the place, and he seems extremely structured. Yeah.
Their
Structured and
dynamic
routine.
is very interesting because she's just kind of like seems like a little uptight and
Yeah.
kind of almost like neurotic, and
Right.
he's more laid back but very organized, and like you said, she's very all over the place. So it kind of just seeing them two at first glance, it just looks like complete opposites. So
Right.
interesting.
Right.
Now we're at the episode where the guys meet up together, the girls meet up together, so they can all get to know each other, you know, kind of feel comfortable that they're all in the same situation. Chris is weird. Like, he's really weird.
What you got on Chris?
Chris, it's like, you can tell he's really arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, for the love of God, he cannot stop talking about sex.
Mm-mm.
He's like a 15-year-old or 16-year-old in high school that just like started going through puberty. He's like, hey guys, boobies, am I right? Like, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he keeps bringing up sex. He keeps talking about sex to the guys, and even the other guys find him strange because
Yeah,
it's like
they mentioned that.
they're not even thinking about that. They're like, oh, I wonder if we're gonna be attracted to each other. I wonder if we're gonna get along because I'm gonna be married to this person.
Right.
He's just like, I wonder if she's gonna let me hit on the first night.
Right.
Are you okay?
And then I believe at the get together he does mention a honeymoon baby,
So-
which is extremely off-putting.
I feel like the real reason he's doing this is because everything about him just shows I want to flex. It's like,
Facts.
I want to show how successful I am, how much money I have. Oh, everybody loves me. Girls just be on me, because he just keeps mentioning, yeah, you know, girls just come after me for my money. So like, you think you're Bill
He
Gates?
just
I don't know.
cares about his image, and that's the kind of image that he's.
And I feel like the real reason I feel like he went on TV is, I feel like it's about his ex. It's like a big flex to his ex, like,
Yep.
oh, look at me, I'm with
Yep.
this whole new girl, this whole situation, I'm throwing it in your face every
Yep.
Wednesday night at 9. Here I come. Like, he just,
Right.
I feel like that's what this whole situation is about. Because why are you coming into a situation where you're meeting a new woman, to be in a relationship with her, to be married, and you're talking about your ex, and you're talking about what happened with her, and who cares about that? What does that have to do with anything?
Absolutely nothing. It has nothing to do with your new life. So, you know, huge red flags there.
Big.
Yeah. So, we learn when they're together, when the girls are together, that pretty much Brianna just wants somebody who's caring. Virginia wants somebody to go to festivals with. Okay.
She wants a party buddy. She's like, yeah, we're gonna go to the club together.
Yes.
We're gonna get lit.
Yes.
You know, that's what she wants.
Yes. Virginia wants somebody to go to festivals and concerts with, which to me does not equate to somebody who's ready to be married.
At all.
But, you know, people who are married are best friends and they hang out and they do fun stuff. But I don't really
She just seems like she's looking for more of a friend than because marriage is like, even though friendship is
part of it.
work, right, and it's part of it, it's a little more effortless than being married to somebody. Like, it's easier to be friends and be cool and hang out and go out, and that's what she seems like she's looking for. Marriage is like day in and day out, I'm with this person regardless, no matter what. We're in this thing together.
Right.
And then you're talking about bringing kids into the picture and, you know, all this other stuff, starting a life together. That doesn't really seem like that's what she's looking for.
Virginia's MO. She's not here for that.
She's not giving me any of that.
Right. So, and then we found out that Paige, she wants somebody who's God-fearing and somebody who wants kids. So, I mean, okay, I guess that's Chris. But he says he's God-fearing, but he doesn't act God-fearing. There's two That's
the only
two
thing
completely
he
different
fears
things.
is not being able to flex. He fears
Facts.
being broke. He don't fear. Oh, no.
Right. That's facts. And Clara wants somebody who's confident, and she wants a strong personality, which I don't know if that's Ryan. I don't see a strong personality. I see a very kind of quiet, subtle personality.
Very.
But, you know, people have layers. Maybe there's more to him.
It's confident, but it is very subtle.
It's very subtle. Yes. So they ask a question and they say, kiss at the altar or no? Everyone says yes, right? Guess who's the only person that says no? Paige, y'all. Paige is the only one who said she is not going to kiss at an altar. She said, no, kiss on the cheek,
The
okay?
irony.
She ain't ready for that.
It's too much.
The irony of her being the only one who says she would not kiss at the altar.
The irony of the, I'm just God-fearing, innocent, you know.
And see, that's another thing. Maybe she's putting on a show too for the camera.
Maybe they're more
that's
alike than we think.
Hey, you never
I don't know.
See, there you go. Biggest fear for men. This is what they ask. What is your biggest fear? Guess what Chris says, y'all? His biggest fear is that his bride is ugly. That's his biggest fear. And you know why that's his biggest fear? Because the main reason why he's getting married is to make his ex jealous.
Yep. And
So
he's so superficial that if she doesn't look like
Better
Rihanna
than
or
her,
somebody, then this plan is foiled. It's pointless.
It was all for
because
naught.
She's gonna be like, why do I care about that?
Exactly.
So shift scene, Chris, just my favorite guy. He is meeting up with his the pastor, who is, I guess he's, you know, everyone has in common. He's kind of, you know, shifted around. He's the support system for everyone in here.
Right.
So he has a meeting with the pastor where he's discussing the process. He's a little wary about the process, how it's going, you know, how it's gonna go, and just being married, especially because he was just engaged. He is, you know, he's just a little. He's not sure how he's feeling about it. So he's talking to the pastor about it, and he just. The way the pastor was saying to him that they were speaking about sex, and the pastor was saying to him that he knew that his wife, the pastor knew that the pastor's wife was the one for him because she was the first woman that he didn't try to just rush to have sex with. He wanted to build a connection with her. He wanted to get to know her more. He was more interested in her than the body, than the sex, than the physical connection. And Chris just goes, well, this will be the first time that I'm not having sex, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why do you keep bringing up sex? And it's very interesting that he said, the way he says, like, I think I might not have sex with her, as if she doesn't have a choice. He's not saying it, you know, I don't know how I feel about this whole sex thing. You know, let me gauge her and see how our connection is and see how she feels about it. And if she's comfortable and we're both comfortable, then we'll engage in the sex. He's like, maybe I'll give her a break. Maybe I won't make her smash me.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you feel like you have that option?
He feels like she's just going to be so completely in love with him just by the sight of him, and she's going to want to spread those legs wide open for him the second she sees him, and it'll be his decision if they have sex or not both of theirs. So girls get together for mimosas, and so they talk about how they feel. Bree's excited, Paige is nervous, and Clara actually buys everybody lingerie. So we find out that Paige is a closet freak because
Miss God-fearing kiss on the cheek.
Yes, she actually has lingerie already set up and ready to go for not just the honeymoon night, for the wedding night. Okay, she ain't wasting no time.
To go.
So she ready.
TTG.
And it's so funny because Clara
Clara threw a little shade. I was like,
Clara said, no shade, better Paige, Miss Holier Than Thou, busting out, talking about she got the whole get up for getting out and getting freaky at nighttime, but just the other day, she said she wouldn't even kiss on the mouth at the altar. So,
this is
contradiction.
It's a gentry zone, girl.
Yes. So, I mean, we're all doing the same thing. So let's just be honest with each other at this point. We don't gotta put up a front. No. Okay. Bachelor Party. I don't know about the Bachelor Party. I actually had I was surprised.
It was a lot of interesting behaviors kind of peeking out. You kind of got to see some things that you weren't really expecting.
Yes.
And some things I did expect from Chris.
Right. The Bachelor Party, you know, it was interesting because I felt like the guys were holding back a lot.
Yeah. I think because
they were
camera,
not.
so
They
know,
like, exactly. They know the camera's there, so they're not going to show their true selves.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, it wasn't that, you know, exciting. So, it's so funny because these producers are hilarious. Jacob actually asked Eric if he's going to be drinking on the honeymoon. Mind you, you know Eric is going to be paired up with Virginia, who drinks like a fish. Okay?
Every 5 minutes at the party, let's have a shot. You got a shot? Where's the shot? Let's go get a drink. So, it's just like...
So Eric actually says that if his wife drinks a lot, he will be concerned. Flip the screen to Virginia. She's throwing up in the damn toilet.
Bottles popping like she's out here.
So I don't know about these matchmaking.
That's why sometimes I'm like, are y'all doing this for great television? Because come on now,
that's been the question.
Come on.
A lot this season. A lot of people have been asking, like, bruh,
right? Because it's really like throw it in your face, blatant opposites. Just
yes.
Like,
Chris bringing the blow up doll. I mean, do you think that was too far, or do you think that was just like having fun on your bachelor party?
To me, once again, it's just very. I'm a 16-year-old in high school that just found out about sex. It's like...
Right. See, me taking apart or taking away, like, kind of everything around it, like, if this was just isolated by itself, like, you know, okay, I'm gonna just bring a blow-up doll to my bachelor party, I don't think it's a big deal. But, you know, everything that we know about him so far,
maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like I'm coupling it with everything else,
I could see like, why a lot of people are like... You're doing too much. But if he didn't do everything else, I mean, I really didn't see anything wrong with it, to be honest. Like, you're just having fun. So I wish the other guys actually let loose a little bit more, too.
Well, listen, honey, Vincent.
Listen, I was going to get to him. Yo, and I was really disappointed. Honestly, I'm confused. Can I be disappointed at a single man?
That's true.
Talking to a single girl. He's not married yet. So
it's just very interesting how you know you're going to be married tomorrow,
right?
And it's like the comments okay, so let me explain.
Yeah,
at the bachelor party they had strippers. There's a girl dancing in a cage,
right?
Vincent, everybody else, all the other guys, they're talking to each other, they're drinking, they're talking, having a good time, whatever. Vincent migrates on over to the cage and he's in full conversation with the stripper, just whole life story out here. Strumming my pain with his fingers. He's just and then she's like, oh, are you nervous about getting married? And he's like,
nope.
Yeah, but what if it was me? Oh, then I'd be happy. And I'm like,
cringe.
Ugh.
I didn't like that.
Are you okay? It kind of gives off like desperation, like you just met her maybe, let's say, an hour ago.
Right.
What are you talking about? You'll be happy if you were marrying her.
Maybe he wants to sow his royal oats.
Maybe. But that's kind of like that peek behind the curtain where it's like, what's going on with you, you know, for you to be like, he's like, bro. And I really feel like it would have went further if the cameras were not there.
Me too.
Because the way he just kept saying to his friend, like, yo, bro, man, So,
and then he even said it. Let me walk away from the strippers because I guess that's not our what engaged people should do.
People looking at me a certain way, and it's like he kept talking to the girl, he kept flirting with her, and he just, you know, you could tell he wanted to go there, but he saw how the other guys, because the other guys were like, even Chris, surprisingly, was like, I'm not touching a woman. I'm getting married tomorrow.
Listen,
I was like, Chris,
that's why I'm telling you. That's why at the bachelor party, like, Chris did not bother me. I was like, wow, bring a blow up dog.
Yeah, because you're clean, so it's like
it's fine.
I can't be mad at you.
No. So I wasn't mad at what Chris, but Vincent
was
and he's my favorite guy.
That's why you know what, it just it comes off as off-putting because it doesn't line up with the rest of the behavior that we've seen from him. He just seems like a very sweet, sincere, you know, kind of guy, kind of vulnerable.
Quiet.
Yeah, you know, kind of to himself. So for you to be over there with the stripper, like, yeah, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Me and you could go. It's like, what who's this person? Oh, right. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Right. So, wedding day. Cameras going around to all the couples. So, wedding day comes and Paige, God has manifested this for her. And she is claiming it. She's claiming it. Chris says, hopefully she's hot and not a gold digger.
Sorry, the difference.
I mean, wow. It's just, I mean, that's how it went down.
Put this together.
Yeah, manifested it.
Woo, I hope she's not after me for my money, and she better be fine.
That's how it happened. Ryan, he actually mentions he's been single for 2 years. Normal. Okay. Clara, this struck me. I want to talk about this. Clara says she wants somebody who is ethnically ambiguous. Spicy in a way.
Clara, girl, what are you talking about? What does that mean to you?
That's problematic to me.
That's super problematic.
That's problematic to me.
What?
I wasn't here for that. Honestly, I don't know. Like, it really, really sounds like she says, I want somebody who's not white, but I don't necessarily want just a black guy either.
That gives me like,
I don't know.
If somebody's like, ooh, I want a spicy Latina, or I want a sister. Like, it's like,
I don't know. It just seems like she has like made up a character in her head.
So specific.
Yeah.
It's just, why? Who the heck is like, I want a racially ambiguous what?
I don't know. I didn't like that. She's being honest. Now that's
true. Everyone has their preferences, but that's so specific. I feel like it's already problematic, that statement alone, but I also feel like it's problematic because I feel like you said, I feel like you're avoiding, because you're on TV, you're avoiding saying something else.
Yes.
Or what you really want to say.
Yes.
So you insert here.
Yes.
Racially ambiguous, because this should be acceptable.
I agree.
So I don't know if it was just like, you know, you pick up on those little subtle, like, like that.
That rubbed me a little
what was that?
the wrong way. I didn't like it.
That was weird.
Yes. Ryan writes a super long note to Clara, and she begins to read it, immediately starts crying, and she loses her dang mind. Her hair is not good enough. Her makeup is not good enough now. Her dress is too short. It's like, as soon as she reads that note, she freaks out.
I don't know what that, but you know what? She's just like that, because even at the dress shop, the first dress that she slid on the dress. They're like, oh, do you want us to clamp it for you? We could, don't clamp it. I hate it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, dang. It was like the first however many dresses. Oh, I hate it. Nope. This is too. I don't, just cut right here. This is too little. It was like trying to it was like pick.
Right.
That might be her personality.
Yeah, which leads me to believe that she's extremely particular, but like almost like self kind of detrimental in
I
a
feel
way.
like she's one of those people who, like, I'm extremely particular, but it's weird because I still, as particular as I am, I still don't know what I want.
Right.
Like, she is a ball of confusion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily I know what I want and I'm trying to get to that point. It's like, I just have to pick.
Right.
I know it's not that. I don't know what I want. Not that, not that, not that, not that, not
yes,
that.
I know that that's not it, but I also don't know what it is.
I can't help you with the answer.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was a lot. And that's really it. I mean, that's all I have for episode 1. I mean, that was a lot.
It is a lot. Child, I thought we was on episode 4. I'm like,
that's episode 1. So yeah, we're gonna do a video for episode 2. Alright, so please like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Thanks for watching.
Yay!
Make sure y'all come back.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important